Hello? Hello? Hello, everyone. Hold on. Let me move to game screen. Oh, man, whenever I click off the game, it takes away the thing. There. Hello, everyone. Hi, Neil. Hi, you. Hi, Gabriel. How's your day going? It's been going. It's been going. I woke up early today. I had to do stuff. Run more. What? Already? Already? I barely started stream. A lot of stuff I'm drawing. Yeah. Nice. Alright. Let me get my introductions out of the way. Hello, my name is Mori Motchi, interdimensional lost dog who loves drawing and meeting up with my ex, who I thought was dead 5 years ago. We're here playing Livber, Smoke and Mirrors. This is a psychological horror visual novel with a very long list of content warnings right here. Ujo is like, no. Let's go through the content warnings first before anything else, because I would like to make sure that everyone is comfortable as I go through this game. This is the full game, by the way. I was invited by the developer to check this out on stream, and they graciously provided me a key to access the full game. So right now, let's see. Warning. Before you fall into the dread of madness, the shadowed path beneath your steps has led you here. But before you take another step, make sure your mind is ready. Beyond this strange path, you will encounter blood thick with the stain of sin, limbs torn apart in hatred, suffocating dread of love turned possessive, the ecstatic lust of unbridled desire. If you're still here, then go on, because you already know what waits beyond. Okay, so if anyone in watching right now is uncomfortable with any of these themes, I would recommend you click off now. This is also a game for recommended for mature audiences, so anyone who is in the younger age bracket, please click away. If I see you in chat, you're going to be timed out. I can't have you guys like watching this stuff. Where's Bonsai to reiterate the content warnings? Bonsai is currently busy helping prepare for a wedding. Gabriel, don't. This is going to be a warning, but don't share your actual age. I'm a child. Now what? You've always been a man-child. I'm not surprised, no. Actually. Actually. Oh, the music turns off whenever I go... if I, like, click off the game, so... Can't believe it. Alright, I'm going to reiterate the chat rules. Please do not share any personally identifiable information about yourself, such as age, name, actual government name, or location. Doing so repeatedly will put you in timeout. Yes. Right now, I'm only going to be issuing warnings. 67. Alright, let's head into the game. I need to do some audio balancing for this because I have not actually set it up. I wanted to read the content warnings first before we get into the game. Let's large font, please. Music a little lower because it's really loud on my end. That should be good, right? Something like this? Or no? No. Softer. Yeah, there. It became louder after you changed. Yeah, I had to turn down the gain on OBS while we were in the content warning screen. It was the game's music was really loud when I first opened it, so I had to adjust. And there's also a streamer code right here. I was informed that if I put in my name here, we get a special message from the CEO of the studio that developed the game. Meow, Mori Motchi. I'm Yell the cat, the studio's CEO, Chief Eating Officer. Thank you for taking the time to play Livber. Consider this a big meow of gratitude. I hope Lilith's madness managed to give you a proper chill. You will be looking into that proper chill. Some moments even made my own fur stand on end. Every question about the demo or full release and every "this would be even better if" idea is worth its weight in premium cat food to me. Share your thoughts with my humans, the dev team, and I'll jot down every word. Can't reach them? Drop me a contact right there. I'll lap up every word between my nap sessions. Your support keeps both my humans motivated and my food bowl full. Thanks again and have a good time. Yeah, it's Yell. Very, very pretty cat. So cute. I miss cat voice. Of course you would. Of course you would. Alright, now the music a little low. There. Alright. I've seen the narrative map in the Steam page. Alright. If you'd like to check out the game, hold on. You can find them on Steam as Livber Smoke and Mirrors. And also, why is the command not doing anything? Oh, there it is. There. You can check out their Steam page. The full game is currently out and on discount for the Choose Wisely Festival. So if you would like to get this game for yourself, now is the time. Now is the optimal time for it because there's a discount. Right. Let's start a new game. I had to move myself to the left because most of the dialogue box text is on the right. I see her in my dreams. Her. In that house at the edge of a cliff. Everything changed after reading that letter. The one bearing her name. My old love, Lilith. 5 years ago, on a dark night, they took her from that house. Executed her for black alchemy. I was the one who turned her in. But now, she's calling me back to the house. Wants to bury her breath in my sins. But how? That's what I have to find out. She's supposed to be dead, Chat! Welcome home, my love. Why are you so big though? Reduce your size to 20%? Oh my god. A big ass head. Alright, reduce it to 20%. Alright. Yeah. Is this good? There. That should be good. No! Tomato! Tomato! Alright. That should be good. Right? Or am I just the same as before? There. Okay. Far past the haven, which is woven by the grounded ships of Livber. Oh, we also get like info boxes whenever we hover over things. A coastal nation in the northwest of Gaia, governed not by a central authority, but by a 5-member council known as the Court of Trade. It is highly advanced in seafaring. Oh, it's a seafaring... It's a seafaring country, question mark. There's a whirlwind roaring in the east. You don't see it, you don't hear it, yet you know the power it holds. Enough to alter all of Gaia. A windswept world of 15 island nations, home to unique races and cultures. Oh, it's an entire world. Alright. A womb for the gales to blow out of. But you come here. You wait standing in the heart of twilight, silently, eyes shut. 5 years later, once again, you stand at the door to this house, a letter clutched in your hand. What am I waiting for? Read the letter. Did I even have another choice? Do we read the letter? I mean, we haven't actually read it anywhere. Let's read the letter. Read the letter. The raindrops fall on the paper, landing with soft patters. You grip the letter tightly with both hands, keeping it from being blown away by the wind. The silvery moonlight, traps between the clouds, shimmers across the ink spilled from a woman's hand. You read the lines again. You read the lines again and again and again. Here's the letter. My love. If you're reading these lines, it means there's still something inside your heart that belongs to me. I've always told you, death is far too ordinary a thing to keep us apart. I will give birth to our creation in our home, beneath the place we once shared. You must be with me, inside me, because our creation cannot be left undone. Turn back, pass through the dark, complete us. We were always meant to be one, and we still can be, my love. As long as you have the courage, as long as you do not fear, I'm waiting for you. In the Neverall, Lilith. This letter was actually read out by a voice actor for the trailer. I don't have the audio on me, but her performance for it was phenomenal. I love it. If you're interested in hearing that, go check out the Steam page. Can we hear it? I don't have the audio. It's on the Steam page though. It's in the video trailer. I need to put an end to this nonsense. Lilith is dead. Could this really be true? Lilith, is she truly alive? Do we hold on to the hope that our ex-lover of who has been dead for 5 years is actually alive? Or do we make sure that Lilith is dead? We deny this existence. I would be curious. Is she truly alive? You want it to be true, don't you? You want to hear that Lilith, the woman you left for dead 5 years ago, still lives. You want to hear that Lilith, the woman you left for dead 5 years ago, still lives. Oh my god, Lilith, she's thinking of me. You long to feel her love again. If there's a question that won't let go of your mind, if she truly lives, how much of her is still her? I don't know. Does this even matter? Of course it matters. What if that's an imposter, you know? I don't know that. The question unanswered keeps growing in your mind. The gaze drifts into the distance, as if the answers might lie out there. But for but a moment, the clouds part and the moon's silver light spills across the sea. Each and every shimmer scatters into 1,000 fragments. But you remain still, all your limbs stiff with waiting, standing before the door of the house perched on the cliff, beaten by the waves. Why here? Why would Lilith call me here? It was meant to be. I had to come here. Why here? This was your old house, right? Probably. It was meant to be. Yes, you believe that. You don't feel bad. Most people in your place would. Wait, no. It was meant to be. I had to come here. Yes, you believe that. Don't feel bad. Most people in your place would. Standing in the rain, holding a letter from a lover you thought dead for 5 years, you would think differently. Will I never be able to escape my memories? I can still leave. It's not too late for anything. Ooh. I'd start running. No. Will I never be able to escape my memories? Never. That's why Lilith called you here, to this house. Why? Because this is where the two of you began. That wooden house in the cliffs by Livber's shore. This is where you first held each other. Your first night, your first love, and your first lies, all buried here. This 2-story hovel raised upon your memories. It all makes sense when you step inside, but for now, don't stand in the rain any longer. We can talk to the narrator. I see. Knock on the door. Oh my god! Yell. Our winged cutie from the sky nation of Etheros, drifting down from its floating isle. I never found out how Lilith came to find her. It's Yell! Yell's in the game too! Why did you delete the bless you? Nil? Why did you delete the bless you? I see that. Did you think you were being too nice when I sneezed? God damn. Accidentally. Oh, I see. I thought you hate me. Just as your hand reaches the door, you hear Yell's voice from beyond the threshold. The winged Bacter cutie. A Bacter born from the third clash between light and dark within the cosmic Neverall. These tainted life forms range from feral beasts to those capable of forming pacts with homins. And living in guilds among their own kind. Cutie, a domesticated bacterium. Bacterium! Yell! Believed to hail from the Sky Nation due to its non-functional wings. Oh, it can't fly? The winged Bacter cutie who never truly leaves you and never truly belonged to you. Her white fur glows as if soaked in light, not rain. You do hate me? Whoa, whoa. She spreads her wings and leaps swiftly toward you. After all these years, you're still alive? 5 years. Landing at your feet, she shakes the droplets from her coat. Then she sits back on her hind legs, head tilted, amber eyes watching you with curiosity. I'm not going to meow. Meow? Mew? You know what's waiting for me in there, my friend? Let's pet Yell, pet. I got an achievement. CEO approved. You pet Yell. Yell gently brushes her head against your feet. Then she stops before the door. She looks up at it. With a soft stroke, she traces the door frame with her paw. Then she turns her amber eyes to you. Well then. Take a deep breath and reach for the door. Well, I knocked earlier. Nobody has answered the door yet. I hope you're still here when I return, my friend. Meow. The wind falls silent for a moment. You hear the waves of the sea easing in the distance. Far away, the flash of a lightning strike blinds you, but its thunder never reaches your ears. The raindrops hang, weightless, in midair. Yell glances at you one last time and spreads her wings, then leaps into the shadows between the rocks. Your fate embraces you. Open the door. The door creaks open. But even you don't know what it is you hope to see, do you? Your guilt has chased you all the way here, and at last your sins have caught you. I'm ready to face my past. Hold on, chat. Let's see if my thing is still working. Okay. That's still working in case I need to shield your eyes. I'm ready to face my past. No, you wish you were. As you crack the door open... Oh, hold on, let me pull up the thing. The air brushing against your face is stale and musty. The sweetness of tallest flowers mixes with the scent of something burned. It pulls you back to that festival day, to the moment you first met Lilith, and then you see her, standing beneath the dim light, like she's been torn from the heart of this house. You lose your breath, a chill crawls up your spine, and you freeze. It takes you a moment to realize your knees are trembling, whether from fear or excitement you can't tell. A whisper slips from your lips. Lilith. I don't know if that's the wind or a bunch of flies, but I'm... Cloud me. A white-colored plant resembling a forget-me-not flower. Ooh. Lilith? She doesn't see you. Bent slightly over the table, trying to light a candle, just as you remember her. Lilith. The ghost of your past, your greatest lie and sin. Is this really Lilith? You stare stunned at the woman who stands before you. She should be dead. Her hair no longer shines like it did that festival night. Reddish-brown strands fall over her shoulder like wet strings. Her skin is sallow, a ghost-like paleness. And her eyes, the moment she turns her head and you meet them, another hollow question slips from your lips. How? How are you alive? Would you love me if I were a zombie, Hexa? How? It's all about the inevitability of death. Look at her. That's her. I think this is her during that festival day. I love the art, by the way. This is very horror-esque style kind of art that I really enjoy, especially in horror games and movies. You remember the festival night? A warm breeze carries the city's aroma far away. You two slip away from the crowded streets. The early black's crimson glow wraps Lilith's hair like a fiery halo. The noise of celebration fades behind you. Right there, you hand Lilith a bouquet of white Lilith flowers. She looks deep into your eyes. She smiles. Tossing her hair back, she asks the same question. White Lilith flowers. How did you find these? There's nothing I couldn't find for you. They overflowed from my love for you. What kind of pickup line are we picking for this one, guys? They got the piston. No! Get out. No, this is from a flashback. How are we going to say this pickup line? This is the moonlight of the first circad, that sweet stretch when all of Gaia drifts to sleep on Melton. But there's no more sleep for me, not anymore. Ooh. 2? They overflowed from my love for you. Alright. A beautiful lie. Told so well, even you believed it yourself. Sure. My love. She looks at you, as if about to say something. A pained smile touches her lips. The silence hangs between you. You've finally come. You're alive. How can this be? 5 years later, you... How could you write this letter? How can this be? I assumed you had read the letter, my love. Death is far too ordinary a thing to separate us. When you left me that night, I left the boundaries of my body. Isn't that what we always sought in the end? I wasn't the one leaving you, Lilith. You wanted this? Why did you call me here? There's some lore to this that we as the player don't know, but our character knows. Why did you call me here? To see you again, my love. We cannot live apart. We are two halves of one whole, and tonight we will finish what was left unfinished the night you abandoned me to my death. Come, sit. As the candle flame flickers, you see a brief shadow of hatred flash across Lilith's face, as if beneath her skin another face is waiting. I'm scared, guys. What if she eats us? The wooden dining table stands between the two chairs, layered with years of dust and the remnants of long-forgotten meals. A candle flickers at its center. Its flame shivers with every touch of wind seeping through the walls. It waits, longing to burn out and unleash what's been waiting in the dark. I thought this place would have collapsed into ruins after 5 years. It wasn't exactly in great shape. Even when we lived here, after that night I was certain I had lost you forever. Oh my god. Oh my god. Imagine going back to some dilapidated house that you left after 5 years. After your lover had died. Is this really her? Now you have to suddenly face her. Goddamn. I was certain I had lost you forever. Did you truly believe that? That I could leave you? Leave behind those sketches across dozens of pages? Faded, worn, no longer bearing any trace of what they once were. And flee to the never-all, my love. No, we'll do this together. Just as I told you. The never-all, the infinite cosmic void that existed before the birth of the universe, from which the forces of light and dark emerged. Is this the afterlife? Is this world's afterlife? Come, let's eat. I think you'll enjoy it. Yes, that's exactly what she had said the night you left her to die. Lean back. What? That look in her eyes, like something else is writhing beneath them. It's her, but not. None of this feels right. The flame of the dying candle fights to burn. All its strength. Soon it'll go out completely. Are we time limited here? Is it once the candle dies, we die? I really put in work to make tonight perfect. I wanted certain things to be flawless for our reunion. After you've let me to rot. It's been... She pauses for a moment, looks out the window where the moonlight falls. You thought I should have died, I know you did. After I made you that offer, after I told you that we had become one, our souls, my love. We had to piece our souls together and bind them with that alchemy ritual. You expected me to pay the price for your madness, Lilith. I said no because you had decided to destroy me. I had to make a choice. Maybe I should have said yes to you that night. Perhaps everything was already fractured, and I was just ignoring it. What choice do we make for this? Oh my god. Would we entertain this woman's madness? Or were we like, I'm not taking that kind of bullshit. I'm leaving. Goodbye. You were going insane, girl. Her hand holding the fork froze in midair for a second. As the silence stretches, Lilith's breathing deepens. Ha! Ha ha ha! My madness! I offered you love and only love. A love so deep that even death couldn't end it. But you were afraid. Afraid to be with me beyond never-all. You betrayed me. Did you think I wouldn't know? When I told you about the black alchemy ritual, when I spoke of piecing our souls together to crown our love, you saw my blood, heard my screams. You saw me vanish into the dark of the waters. Look away, remain silent. She turns her face towards you, and it darkens with hatred, with rage, with something darker, and with something even I cannot name. Her skin ripples, as if 100 tiny things move beneath it. You can't tell if it's real, or just the candle's flickering light playing tricks on you. Then, just as quickly as it came, the moment passes. Lilith slowly leans back. Oh, you didn't even know what you wanted. Love means something different to you. You don't love me, you want to own me. What kind of answers are these, bro? Like, what kind of answers are these? You didn't even know what you wanted. Haha! How simple your little brain thinks, my love. And still, you called it imprisonment. You called it imprisonment. The splendor I saw. You called it madness. The happiness I offered. My dearest, I know you're afraid. Because my love forces you to become who you truly are. Don't worry. I am always with you. The wooden walls of the house groaned under the assault of the rain, driven harder by the wind. The sea crashes against the cliffs, then pulls back into itself with a hiss of white foam. Darkness spreads ever outward beyond the horizon. For a fleeting moment, you wish you were out there, on the deck of a ship bound for somewhere you cannot see. Too little too late. I should have left! I should have left! Your madness will break both of us, Lilith. It already has, my love. Just like those paintings you love so much. It's not my madness. Oh, no. It's your cowardice. Nothing more than a diseased reflection of faded memories in your mind. Like this place, like me, like you. Go on, eat. Pork meat. I cooked it just the way you like. It wasn't easy, but it melts slowly on the tongue. When the fat coats the roof of your mouth and slips beneath your tongue, you'll taste the herbs. Giggle. Pork? A sacred animal in Cardia, known to live in herds. They have long manes and specialized pincers used for communication. Strongly driven by a sense of belonging, they bond only with certain homins. When threatened, they can secrete a toxic chemical. Pork meat? Lilith, you've completely lost it. I never imagined pork meat could be edible. What the hell is this lady serving us, huh? What's she trying to feed us? Never imagined pork meat could be edible. It's horse! No, I'm not going to eat an Uma. I will not. I refuse. I refuse. After the festival where we first met, and that first night when you told me you loved me, we saw a porf, remember? It was magnificent. Its mane was long and beautiful. You remember, don't you, my love? Afterwards, we went to get something to eat. I couldn't stop thinking about it. You were mesmerized by that creature. You kept going on about how beautiful it was, how bright its mane shone, how proud it stood. Did you really think I could tolerate that, my love? Oh my god, she got jealous of a horse? She got jealous of a Uma? Well, I guess if I was talking about an Uma Musume, of course. That Matika ni Fukukitaru was magnificent. Her racing, phenomenal. I hope she constantly wins first place in every race she runs. Crazy woman. Crazy. Being jealous of a horse, crazy. The first night we met, we didn't eat anything, Lilith. Not what we ate, but feeling happy. Perhaps that's why everything afterward hurt so much. Okay, I think this decision is crafting a story. Did we eat anything? Well, we were happy. I would assume that. But that's exactly why you're here, isn't it? You remember that happiness. Our feelings don't lie, my love. Yes, you're afraid. Anyone facing such a truth would be. But now, there's a new path for the two of us. Does this mean you've forgotten everything we've been through? What path? What path? Away from others. Just you and me. A path full of brilliant lights, warmth, and our soft bodies. No mothers to separate us. No old guilts. No meaningless class distinctions. Beautiful, free from all imperfections. The woman across from you lifts her fork. A crimson droplet, blood-like, falls from the pork meat to the porcelain plate. Is this raw? Oh my god, you wouldn't pass the Gordon Ramsay inspection. As Lilith opens her mouth, the skin of her cheek stretches, tearing apart to reveal putrid flesh beneath. A flap of skin, resembling a petty, lifeless leaf, dangles, exposing the rotten tissue beneath, but your lover seems unaware. Is this a zombie actually? Oh my god. Best not to point that out. You watch as the skin sags further, eventually dropping onto the meat on her plate. Lilith pauses, startled. Seeing the rotten flap of her own flesh lying on the food, she picks it up, desperately pressing it back to her cheek. No, not yet. You struggle to breathe. A cold drop of sweat slides down your neck. You search desperately for an escape, but there's nowhere to run. Finally, all you manage is a murmur. What's happening here? Are you sure you're alright? Oh, my love. My love, seeing your concern makes me so happy. Really, it's nothing. Don't fret. She hides her cheek from you, pressing it firmly. You're actually dead, aren't you? You think you're ready to face your past? I got an achievement. There's no point in asking that now, my love. You should be happy now, because we don't have much time left. Do we try to eat the horse? Or do we stand up? Because I don't want to pick either of these. What is this? What is this? Terrifying. I can't put up with this madness any longer. What thou might provoke her. Run? I will try to stand up. I will try to find an escape. You did not eat the meal Lilith prepared for you. Oh, no! No! Wrong choice! Do you think you can defy fate? From the beginning, we were destined to be one. Neither you nor anyone else can stop this. Never! 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 Head for the door. Standing up, your head spins. You steady yourself and move toward the door. Behind you, Lilith gasps. Just as your trembling hands reach the door, Lilith blocks your path, eyes wide with madness, mouth agape. She clutches the knife she'd used to cut the meat. You instinctively tense up. Lilith, don't be ridiculous. Get out of my way. Completely lost your mind. You don't have to do this, sweet. I don't want to provoke her. Calm her down. Calm her down. You can't leave. You don't have to do this. You can't leave, not before you've finished. You must first rip me from your heart. Can you do that? Or must I do it for you? You know I can't do that, not for you, not for me. Do we have to detach ourselves from her or something? I would gladly do that if I needed to survive. I wish I could have saved you from this pain, Lilith. Rain pounding against the windows intensifies. Lightning briefly illuminates the paintings. Fresh and glistening as if just painted. Your eyes drift toward the pork meat. It suddenly moves on the bloodied plate. I won't let you out of here. Not yet. Not until I've said all I need to say. I'm only here because I want to understand you, whatever you wrote about in that letter I came to talk. After you put that down. Let's talk. Put that down. You're kidding, right? We've talked, my love. You already understand. Everything's out in the open now. No more secrets. No more shadows, no more masks. There's only acceptance. You're mine. You belong to me. And I'll tear out the part of you that refuses to accept it. I'll take the very essence from inside your heart. For you, my love. For us. On her maddened face, there's a terrifying grin mingled with dread. Veins bulge on her forehead. The whites of her widened eyes are bloodshot. Her grip tightens on the knife until her knuckles whiten. She stood She steps toward you. This is truly what you... Stop! Lilith's crazed eyes bulge as if ready to burst from their sockets. Beneath her ragged clothes, her chest heaves violently with each breath. Then suddenly, her skin splits apart like parched earth around an ever-blowing whirlwind on a distant island nation. Her cheeks, mouth, hair, your last shred of rational thought screams at you. Run! Run! I'm clicking it! I'm clicking it! It's awakening. What do you mean it's awakening? What do you mean it's awakening? I'm running, run! Your feet recoil in an archaic reflex, and you stumble over one of the books scattered on the floor, crashing down. No! For a brief moment, yellowed pages spilled out. Across the ground from the fallen book, you catch glimpses of your own drawings, a dining table, and a woman clutching a knife. But there's no time to focus. Struggling to your knees, you crawl deeper into the house. That's when you remember. There's a passage leading from the basement to the cellar door outside. The cellar. I must get to the cellar. Window, a back door. There must be something. Do we go to the basement? I think so. There. It's nothing. Nothing. Oh my god, let me pull up. Let me pull up with the crunch, yo. Nothing left to separate us, my love. No, not the crunch. From the darkness of the corridor, Lilith's voice emerges, scarcely taking shape in her throat. It carries the strangeness of an extra-Gaian creature that seems to have only learned how to speak. You sprint and finally reach the cellar door. Reach for the door. There it is, that door, that one leading down to the basement. It has to be there. The cellar hatch that opens to the outside. Freedom. It's behind that door. What if it's locked, bro? What if it's locked? Gripped by the sudden terror, you seize the cellar's cold handle, expecting a hand to clutch your shoulder at any moment as footsteps grow louder down the corridor. But it never comes. As you push the door open, a wave of dampness and the nauseating stench of things. The nauseating stench of things that should long have been dead hits you in the face. Stepping through the doorway, you slam it shut. As you bolt the door behind you, the abysmal silence and darkness wrap around you. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Odi et intelligo. Oh, this is Latin? Para di faciam fortasse requiris. Nescio sed fieri sentio et vitus sum. Okay. I don't know if I butchered that. Holy moly. It's Latin. I don't know how to read Latin. Act 2 echoes deep within. You just placed a curse on us. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificatur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum. What's happening? I do not remember the basement stretching this far. Stretching to this far end. Blue light, why does it feel so familiar? In the dark, you pause a moment. Your mind strains to grasp what this is. Lilith food creation. The dust and creak of boards mingle with your hurried breath. Beneath your feet, stairs descending. Or am I? Would I find a way out through the basement? Lilith's creation, it was herself, wasn't it? Gods, what was that thing I saw? Was that Lilith's creation then? Try to examine your surroundings. When the basement door closed, you felt yourself pulled into the void. Now, beneath your feet, wooden steps leading down. Would I find a way through the basement? Once, on a sunlit morning on the first circad, a time cycle marking a 3-year period on Gaia, divided into early, mid, and late circad phases based on labor intensity. A measure of time based on labor intensity? Holy moly. Hello, A4! Welcome in. We are currently being chased by a scary lady, and now we locked ourselves in the basement. You saw Yell descend these very basement stairs. You followed after, finding her scratching at a hollow in the corner. When you drew near, you saw it was a hatch opening outwards. Old, broken, hinges rusted. When Lilith saw it, she grew fearful. Do I remember what it looked like? Yes. As I said, a hatch made of wood, round, wedged among the stones of the wall, plastered with mud. You hardly noticed it before or after. You could find it, perhaps it could lead you outside. You can try. In the end, do you really have another choice? I don't know what lurks in the basement. I should go back. Return to the house. No, you go down the stairs. The wooden steps groan beneath your tread. Their cries, like the house itself, are bitter shrieks. From unseen depths rise a heavy moan. A stink of mold and damp. One step, another, you go down. You re-rise from the dark. As the basement stairs sink into an abysmal silence, your steps find solid ground. Old memories. You remember the rooms beneath this house you once shared with Lilith. I'm fumbling on the name. No! This is why she hates me. But like everything else, this place feels unfamiliar now. Lilith. Her dread still fresh, sharp, and ripe. Crystals growing between the stones in the wall cast a faint, pale light. When you lift your head, you see 2 doors standing tall in the wall ahead. We gotta pick? Crystals. A florid crystal forced into the wall. This is what buries the room under blue light. But how could a florid crystal end up in Livber? Is it not native here? An almost torn apart book, there are bloodstains on it. The writings in it are unreadable. Could this book really belong to Lilith? In this room where everything has decayed and fallen apart, the only thing still standing is this table. There's a portrait on it. It must be one of my drawings. I have to get out of here. At the end of this place, there must be a way, a passage to the cellar hatch outside. There has to be. I don't recognize this place. Where am I? As your eyes adjust to the crystal's pale glow, you survey the chamber. The stone walls drip with dampness, cloaked in moss. When you listen closely, you hear the crash of waves hammering the cliffside beyond. Knowing a world still waits outside grants you a fleeting comfort. On the wall to your right, the two circles are carved, harsh lines slashed between them, refusing union, drawn with hateful strokes. Before the wall where the crystal is embedded, a rotting wooden table leans into decay. On it rests a broken frame coated in dust. On the floor, a melted candle and a blood-stained shredded journal. Look at the frame on the table. Oh. You press on through torn parchments and shattered wood. The crystal's glow makes your shadow crawl across the walls. A frame lies broken. You lift it. Beneath the dust, you're drawing. The face marred, surrounded by deranged script. Take a closer look. I always believed you'd be there when I opened my eyes. When I reached out my hands, I believed they'd find you, always. But these fragile bodies of ours, they're in the way, my love. We must be free of them, of everything that keeps us apart, even you. We must be free of everything, even you, even of you, my love, my love, my love. You want to put the frame back where you found it, but it's already too late. You've disturbed something. The air is beginning to grow heavy. Your ears start to ring. You must find out what other madness Lilith gave herself to, no matter what. The journal. Despite the weight pressing on your mind, you get to your feet and move toward the blood-soaked notebook. As you touch it, part of it crumbles in your hand. Carefully open it, and it doesn't take you long to recognize Lilith's handwriting among the blood-smeared lines. Only a few sentences remain legible. She's taking shape, becoming what she was always meant to be. You, my love, will you finally love what I'm meant to become, or will you abandon me to death again? We will be complete. With him, we will be complete. Other lunacies have you written here? Is this what you called creation? Gods, I can't take this any longer. Let's move, let's move, let's move! You place the notebook on the floor. Even without your touch, the torn pages continue to unravel, breaking down and decaying. As the weight on your mind grows heavier, you hear the basement door creak open at the far end of the stairs. I need to get out of here. Push aside the books, scattered parchments, and broken wood with your foot. Step closer to the door. To the doors. To the left is an iron door, rusted with the weight of years. Upon it, a symbol, old and long since stripped of meaning. The other door is heavy, made of damp wood. It creaks faintly as though breathing. Oh, if that creaks faintly as though breathing, that means there's a draft coming in from that, right? Open the wooden door. Oh. Oh. When you open the wooden door, the sour stench of sweat and decay greets you. Fearing Lilith might be close behind, you step inside and quickly shut the door. You look around. Like before, the room is bathed in an uncanny blue glow of a crystal embedded in the wall. The air hums with expectation. Then, a voice. What do you mean, a voice? What do you mean, a voice? Do you remember me? You look toward the voice without responding. Hold on, let me... Haha, haha, I got head pats. Thanks for the head pats. Hehehe, ha 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 ha. Thank you also for the hydrate and posture check. When you turn toward the voice, you see a young woman standing motionless in the corner of the room, her skin clinging tightly to bone. If not for her eyes, bright and piercing deep into your soul under the pale light, you might have mistaken her for a still silhouette of a statue. But then she tilts her head, just slightly, and in the moment, you see it more clearly. There's something in the woman's eyes, something you once knew, something you once loved. Clara. Wait a sec. I know you. Finally. She made me. From begin to end. Yes. Who did this? Was it Lilith? She said our creation. Was she talking about you? You wish it were so. You want this madness to end soon. You see Lilith's strange game come to a close, but no. This isn't the creation Lilith spoke of. This is a personal experiment of hers. What she has in store for you is something very different. Is Lilith... Shh! Don't say it. If you speak her name, she'll come. The young woman, hearing Lilith's name, presses herself against the wall. She pulls her shoulders inwards, her eyes fixed on the door behind you as she speaks. I had to be good. I mean, beautiful. I had to be. Yes. Oh my gosh. It's a girl? The young woman's face is almost unbearable to look at, as if another face had been stretched over hers. Yet she cannot hide her pain and sorrow. There is a childhood lost deep within. Her clothes are torn and covered with stains. She has never taken them off. They seem far too small for her. Youch. What kind of counting is that? Is that years? Is that months? Days? When she pulls back, the crystal's light reveals her more clearly. A scar runs from beneath her neck up across her cheeks to her hairline. Her skin is stretched tight, as though cut and sewn back together along those lines. Her eyelids are gone. Her chin just a strange, sharp point, just as you once told Lilith you liked faces like that. What? The fingers she wraps around her arms are thin, impossibly long, longer than anyone should be, as though filed down, extended, altered. Again, exactly the way you once told Lilith you liked them. What the fuck kind of preferences do you have, bro? What do you mean? This is things that you said you liked. Is it like unbearably skewed into morbidness that you want? If you liked sharp features and slender limbs, but then she took it too far. Is that it? Kill that man at this point. No. The woman before you looks like someone who had been worked on constantly, reshaped piece by piece since she was a child. How could she do this? The young woman rises from where she cowered against the wall. For a moment, her smile reminds you of the woman you left at the table above. She sways her body slowly, just as Lilith used to. Then she takes a gentle step forward. For you, my love, I've become exactly the one you wanted. That's what you always wished for, isn't it? Look, I've become the body you desired. What the hell? What the hell? What do you mean? Is this Lilith too? No way. Are you her? Did Lilith steal your body and soul? I don't know what to ask anymore. I loved you for who you were. The young woman hesitates for but a moment. She tries to furrow her brows, but the skin stretched over her face won't let her. But Lady told me if I were pretty, I'd always be loved. That's what she said. She said. But I got pretty, didn't I? Pitati. Yeah, yes, fit to a T. You don't need to be sad anymore. What? What? Lady, she said so. Stay here. If you're good enough, he'll love you too. She said. She said so. But if I'm just good enough, you'll love me, right? She tilts her head and looks at you. The sharpness of her chin casts an unsettling shadow in the darkness. You wait. As you try to make sense of it all, you feel a heaviness in your ears. The walls closing in around your body seem to rise higher and higher. The wooden floor creaks beneath your feet. You wait. Waiting for what? It's raining! Oh my god! The weather knew I was going to be playing a scary game tonight. Today. Damn. A refreshing breeze from beyond the cliffs. It will rise from the shores where waves crash against towering rocks, breaking into millions of pearl-like droplets, and the awakening that will come with it. We don't have any time to waste. I must leave. I must find the cellar door. White foams crash against the harbor, and reality falls apart. The brown-sided ship sailing toward the horizon shrinks until it vanishes. You find yourself back inside the suffocating room. Her face is horribly deformed beyond recognition. Her body grotesquely altered. She still waits for an answer. I don't know what to tell you. Gods, what happened to you? These are answers I don't know if I would say. It's to a point that it's making my nose itch. What do we want to say? I don't know what to tell you. Gods, what happened to you? That makes it sound like... That makes it sound like, we detest this appearance, but I don't know what to tell you. It's the mold! It was always the mold! Don't you know? But my lady told me. She'll see you and say she loves you. That's why she made me this way. She made me beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It wasn't about being beautiful or not. It's never about that. Never enough, but it's making you think otherwise is wrong. You say these things because of her. She turned you into something she wanted to become herself. She took possession not only of your body, but of your soul too. Bless you times two. My nose has started to itch, so maybe I'm going to be sneezing a lot this stream. There. She turned you into something she wanted to become herself. She just wants to love. She just wants you to love me. As your love comes, that's how it should be, innit? That's how it should be, innit? That's what you wanted. The poisonous thoughts rooted deep within the young woman are so strong that her cloudy eyes almost seem to reflect the innocence of Lilith you once remembered. Did I really want this? Without understanding what it was, did I change Lilith? These aren't your thoughts. She shaped this role for you and wants you to play it with your whole body and soul. You hadn't become the shape I desired. A shade of anger flickers across her face. Her hazy eyes begin to tremble in the crystal's light. You say you don't love me. Always, always, always. You don't see. If you don't love me, her arms fall limply on her sides as if lifeless. I can't be what you want me to be. The person you are is good enough. It's just that this is terribly wrong. You really think that? How come I must think differently? Just how you lived before you became like this. Do you remember at all? Before you came here? The young woman falters. Her expressionless face turns first to you, then to the crystal. You see her searching for something deep in her mind. Then the skin stretched across her face and shifts faintly. You want to believe she's smiling. Her body loosens. A white place once with flowers. There were waves there. Whoosh. My mother, yes. She used to read to me sometimes. Things like she mimes writing with her hand. A book? Yes. Milady told me if I'm good one day, Mother might read me a book again. She leaned her body against the wall. Her hands hang limply by her side. Her face locks onto you, expressionless. But I think the time will never come because you'll never love me. Do we help her? Do you want your mother to read you a book again? She nods shyly. Then we need to get out. Suddenly, she opens her eyes wide and collapses into the wall she was leaning against. She covers her ears with her hands. Get out! No! It won't happen. The lady will find me. I can't go. I'm here. I'll stay here. I'll wait for you. You say you don't love me. You'll come and you'll love me. Listen, you have to escape. Do you understand me? She's using you. Do you know the way out? There used to be a cellar door leading outside. There's a beautiful world waiting for you outside. Waves. Huge, towering waves. When they crash against the cliff's edge, they send up sprays of white pearl-like foam. Whoosh! Books that tell of incredible tales and stories. She doesn't understand the words you say. With her hands over her ears, she just stares at your face. Her lips move constantly. I'm here. Stay here. I'll wait for you. You'll love me. She said so. We can escape, don't you understand me? Stay here. You'll come. You'll come back. You love me. You'll come. She no longer hears you. Curled up against the wall, hands over her ears, this hollow shell just rocks back and forth, murmuring that you'll come back, that one day you'll love her. The chains wrapped around her neck are drawn so tight, no force could ever free her from this place. So it was a moot effort. It was all in vain. God damn it. I need to find a way out and towards the door. As the heavy weight of the air presses down on you, your eyes catch the doors nestled among moss-covered wooden panels on the wall to your right. The first door is made of unpolished wood, but its surface is intricately carved with winding grain patterns, like real tree bark. Dried moss fragments and root designs reaching upward. It looks as if it's been carved from the trunk of an actual tree. The second door, by contrast, doesn't look natural at all. Its surface is nearly ivory white, but faintly glowing raised patterns appear, human bones. Ribs, finger joints, jaw fragments, all intricately carved and joined together. You can't help but admire this art. A small inscription is etched near the edge of the door. The most delicious are the familiar. I would prefer the tree trunk. When you touch the door, you feel a pleasant warmth, as if touching a living body. If your fingertips move across its surface, you hear a rhythmic vibration, like a heartbeat. Is it alive? In that moment, you see a large tree in a garden filled with white flowers. It was a sapling your father planted. When it grows, you'll sleep in its shade, he said. That day never came. Pry the door open. When you push the door ajar, the stifling silence of the empty room makes the rush of blood in your ears louder. The cracked crystal on the wall casts a uncanny blue light across the furniture and doors. What do you mean? The cracked mirror seems to have burst outward. These mirrors are rare items brought from Pankreberg. Some believe they carry the curses that mark the faces of homins. Is it homins or humans? The table is broken and the chairs have been thrown to the floor, as if after a fierce storm they were left untouched to make an example of something. I doubt anyone could sleep on this bed, stained by decades of dried blood, pus, and urine, unusable. I don't remember this room. Where is this? There's a crying child. No way. Five Nights at Freddy's. Moisture and moss coat the walls. In the left corner sits a bed, its sheets stained with blood, urine, and pus. A cloth doll rests on top. The floorboards are rotting, scratched and battered, as though someone dragged things across them, slammed them down. Against the far wall stands a rusted metal table, its surface littered with mirror shards. Before it lies a collapsed chair, its legs bent. Brown stains cover it so completely that you can no longer guess its original color. Could the ragdoll belong to the young woman from the other room? The doll is in shambles, stained with black blotches, its eyes long since gouged out. One arm dangles loose, its fabric looks like it's been torn open and stitched back together. Shada, what the crying child? My nose is really itchy. I don't know why. Again and again in different places. The padding that once gave its head shape had been completely removed. Patches of mismatched cloth are sewn haphazardly across its body. Lying lifeless on the bed, the ragdoll is a reflection, a crude replica of the woman murmuring to herself by the wall. Maybe it would be better if it stayed by the door. You gave the doll back to Clara. Aw, you love me. You'll come back. The woman muttering at the foot of the door turns her eyes toward you for a brief moment. When she takes the doll in her trembling hands, her rambling ceases. You feel that she wants to thank you, but apparently she forgot those kind of words a very long time ago. Don't mention it. Turn your gaze back to the room. Beneath the crystal's light, the metal table gleams faintly. On the far wall, two doors catch your attention. Ah, the door. Wait. Let's check the table. As you step closer, you realize the glimmer isn't from the table, but from the shards strewn across it. The rightful place is a frame hung on the wall. In the blue light, your gaze turns to the frame, its edges so meticulously carved they seem almost ready to move. The glass, once whole, has burst outward from the center as though something inside had tried to break free. On the lower corner of the table, dried, bloody fingertips remain. Is there anything in the mirror that catches my attention? I step closer to examine the mirror. The shards scattered across the table and floor, stained with blood, reflect dozens of twisted, warped, and deformed versions of yourself. They stare back at you with disgust, as if they are loathing the fact that they bear your face from the mirror's silver side. You feel ashamed of being yourself, of having this face. Fear makes you take a step back. There's no reflection here I want to see, just a reflection, just of my own face, nothing to be afraid of. Reach out toward the broken mirror. Oh, what if we get injured? You pick one of the broken shards under the pale light. A small shadow passes behind the silvering. Your trembling hands bring the bloodstained mirror shard up to eye level. You see your own reflection. What did you expect? Tired, with dark circles under your eyes. A frightened face. Eyes that can't tell what's real or not. And golden blonde hair. We're blonde! But then, in the blink of an eye, Lilith's eyes appear, wide open in terror, filled with all the anger and hatred, eyes that seem like they could emerge from the other side of the mirror. You drop the shard in fear. It shatters into dozens of pieces on the floor. Lilith's eyes watch you from behind each frag. You must leave here. Another door! How fake it feels, so painfully ordinary that I must look again just to remember what it was like. Another thing forgotten by time in the darkness of the basement. Molded, ancient, and abandoned. More doors? Are we playing Doors? Are we playing Doors by the Roblox game? No way, how far is this basement? What has happened in the 5 years that I wasn't here? One looks old at first glance. Its wood is dark brown, fading to gray in places. Cracked and mildewed with time. There is no visible handle, only a notch in the frame. Worn smooth, not by force but by habit. The other is newer by comparison, but it's not the honest kind of new. More like something rotten, polished up and presented as good as new. Its wood is pale, grainless, unnatural. In its center sits a silver knob. Oh, the kids would have loved that reference. Too bad they're not here! Alright. Which door do we choose? This is Act 2? Something old, something new. Quote unquote new. The pretty one. Alright. Which one's the pretty one? Touch the new door. When you touch the silver doorknob, it feels as though nothing is in your palm at all. Your fingers cannot register what they're touching. The sensation unsettles you, so that instead of letting go, you grip it tighter. The harder you squeeze, the more your wrist aches. This isn't a mistake. The doorknob was made this way on purpose. To make itself not felt. Although something knots in your stomach, you push the doorknob, or at least thinking that you do, you open the door. What? What does that mean? Someone's wheezing and coughing. The door opens without resistance. Inside, it's a little brighter. Metal tables are scattered across the room, each layered with dried blood. On the floor, small pools of urine and pus mingle with damp stone, releasing an unbearable stench. And in the midst of it all hang bodies on chains from the ceiling, rotten, hollowed out, left on hooks to be forgotten. Oh! Who dares disturb my century-long slumber? Keenan. The voice sounds as if it's scraping its way out of a throat that shouldn't still be alive. Who's talking? I'm over here. Come closer. I don't bite. Well, I'm kidding. Of course I bite. But right now it's not really an option. I'm a bit tied up. Tied up, you see. The thing. Oh! Holy moly. Oh, that's it. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Do we need to see all that? Hold on, let me. There. Cloud mint to ease your worries. Whoa. Terrifying. Well, does look like a manananggal, one of those Filipino folklore creatures that split their body in half, and then like the upper torso grows wings and flies with her intestines still attached. So I'm not that fazed by it, but I don't know about YouTube. The thing before you is a body without its lower half, another of Lilith's experiments. Its arms are chained to the ceiling, a hook driven through its shoulders. Its head lolling into its left shoulder, watching you with curiosity. Doesn't take long to notice that one of its eye sockets is empty. What happened to you? What happened? It's kind of a long story. I can tell you though. Come on, pull up a chair. Sit. I'm fine here, thanks. Are you going to tell me who you are? I'm just someone who talks, alright? You're asking no right questions, like none. Plus, you're in a rush. Got somewhere important to be or something? Yes, someone's after me, trying to kill me. I don't have time to stand around and chat. I must get out of here. Ah, right. The whole ex-lover thing, isn't it? He winks with only his only eye. If you have only one eye, is it considered a wink? Is it even considered a wink now, or is it a blink? I'm so glad I don't got any of those creatures here. They're real. They're 100% real. I know some people who are creatures of the night. I am acquainted. No, not acquainted with them. I just know of them. They used to be my neighbors. Yes, you still have both eyelids. What if you lost? No. What if you lost? Control. You can't actually move your eyelids anymore. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. What secrets? What secrets? Exactly, golden boy. That's exactly what I'm saying. There's no deep secret you've locked away, nothing hidden, nothing chained up inside you at all. He winks again. As he forces his head forward to wink, the movement causes the chains to clash, a metal clatter that echoes through the corpse-filled room. But the sound doesn't stop there. Somewhere in your mind, the noise starts to transform into a series of indistinct whispers. I don't understand. How do you know all this? What are you? Ah, now that's the right question. I'm glad you asked. The truth because the truth is, I haven't seen myself in a while. I don't know what I've become, but something's definitely missing. And definitely, she's been trying to fill the void with something else. Were you someone once? Or did she create you? Ah, now that's another good question. I've been asking myself the same thing every night for the last 3 years. I was someone once. I was someone once. I lost something once. SpongeBob reference. What do you mean your neighbors were creatures? Trust me on this. You need to believe me. Back when I lived in the city. I knew of creatures. My neighbors. They were my neighbors. So don't worry about it. I was once someone once. Yeah. But it didn't last long. Because the last time that someone opened their eyes, Lilith was staring back at them. And then bam! From that moment on, I was forced to choose between being someone or looking like someone. What did you choose? Yes. His face falls blank, head drooping to one side, lips pressed into a straight line. At last, he speaks. I chose to look like someone, because being someone meant making choices of my own, and I have nothing other than what's given to me. Not anymore, anyways. Lilith doesn't show mercy to anything she creates. She consumes them until nothing is but... This tangent has to have its own segment in the future. What do you mean? Which tangent? The creatures? The creatures? Don't worry. I grew up with the creatures. She consumes them until nothing is left but a shell. But you're different from the others, aren't you? Ah, your observation skills are truly remarkable. The others weren't exactly talkative. They couldn't give voice to the parts you've kept locked away. I guess I was a bit more useful. In the end, they were Lilith's creations. But me... You created me. What? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'd love to stay here and talk about who created you, but I need to get out of here. There's gotta be a cellar hatch somewhere. Where is it? I didn't create you, corpse. Corpse husband? You're a product of Lilith's twisted ideas. I need to go. Where is it? So Lilith and her creations didn't really catch your interest, huh? Fair enough. Then, if this room's what you seek to pass, then answer me riddles first. Answer my riddles 3. No need for class. No riddles. Ah. The cellar is not here, golden boy. It's that way. As his left hand shifts, the chain clinks and rattles against each other. Mind the doors, they have a reputation for taking you where you don't want to go. What's that supposed to mean? We're doing this again. Fine. You're trying to escape, aren't you? From the reality, I mean. But I've got bad news for you. You already know where the hatch to the outside is, golden boy. You've known all along. You just don't want to go there. Because this isn't the place you ran from. This is the place you ran to. The place you'd rather stay? I wasn't chained up and hung on hooks like you, corpse. Had to? You could have ignored the letter, bro. You could literally have ignored the letter. You're denying yourself. What? Corpse, you say? Pretty bold words for someone who burned down his whole soul 5 years ago, golden boy. The chains rattle faintly as he leans his head toward you. When you think of chains, you picture them like this, don't you? Metal locks. Weight bearing down on you. But let me tell you something, golden boy. Your chains are worse. Filthy things dressed up in regret, polished with your selfish little conscience. So polished, in fact, they don't make a sound. Oh. It's like the door. But they hold you all the same, tight and constant. You're chained too. The only difference is I can see mine. You still believe you're free, and that makes your chains far more disgusting than mine. A silence with a brief lifespan fills the room. Damp seeping from the walls mingles with rusted iron. For the first time, you clearly sense the cold, choking air around you. A shiver runs up your back. The light of the crystals set into the wall stings your eyes. It's been how long since I'm like this? Let's see. I think this was after you believed your mother had died. Before your father blamed you and let his last breath fade into the ocean. Long after you sent Lilith to her death and still tried to live on. Way after that. Come closer. I want to show you something. Do we approach? I don't want to get near this guy, like, on God. A corpse cut off its waist. It's looking straight at me. Hell no? Don't move. Come closer, golden boy. I'm not going to hurt you. We're on the same side after all. He is chained up. Can I trust you? Guess not. But you don't really have a choice, do you? Still, I did show you my chains, and you know who I am. That should earn me at least a little trust, don't you think? Now, come closer. Let's get this over with. Alright then. Here we go. Hold out your palm. A little more. Yes. Do not drop it. Ugh, I really hate this part. As you stand directly in front of the corpse, the stench becomes almost unbearable. Inside his empty eye socket, you could catch a faint glimmer, something shimmering. Then the body starts to retch and convulse. He grips his chains tightly as something thick rises up his throat. At last, a dark reddish fluid oozes from his mouth and he vomits onto your outstretched hand. A mouthful of thick, warm bile fills your open palm, but within that heavy heat, there's something there. What do you mean? Oh my god, a piece of her mind. A memory stone. Thank you for the hydrate, Neil. Man, can we end this man's suffering? Damn. Give me a second to catch my breath. That's never easy, copying of the things Lilith stuffed inside me. Here you go, golden boy. Pretty sure this thing belongs to you. What's that? A crystal. Unformed, still translucent. Something you once said when you truly believed you loved Lilith. A memory. Your greatest joy and your greatest lie. That feeling clung to Lilith. She took it, turned it into a ritual, shaped it, and made it something else. Which memory is this? You watch the corpse's breath slow. The single eye sunken into its skull begins to dim, fading softly. A faint, genuine smile forms across its face. It can no longer speak. Holy moly! Is he dying? Is it dead? As you wipe your hand clean, the round, translucent crystal is revealed. Veins pulse across its surface with a blue energy, throbbing like a living tissue. Inside the orb, a vision takes shape. You feel Lilith's warm body against yours, the softness of her lips pressing onto yours. Oh. Oh, I'm not reading those out loud. What do we say? I'll never let you go. The crystal shatters in your hand. A sharp flash and then thousands of tiny fragments scatter across the room. The corpse before you slips free of its chains, crashing into the pool of fetid, pus-laced water below. With one last effort, he turns his face toward you. I said the things you couldn't. Now the words are yours, golden boy. Break free from your chains. Unlock them. We'll meet again. Very soon. The corpse looks at you. The same faint smile still on his face. The silence in the room deepens. Now I'll also carry the things you can no longer say. Close the corpse's eye. The corpse doesn't respond to your touch. In this stillness, it looks almost like it's fallen into a peaceful, restful sleep. I better find a way out. More doors. As you return to searching the room, you feel something settle over you. A sense of expectation. The lifeless bodies strewn across the chamber are watching you. On the wall to your right, you see two distinct doors once again. The first door is sealed with rusted chains, but the chains aren't locked together. They merely hang there, as if they tried to hold something back and failed. The other door stands slightly ajar. Beyond it, nothing but darkness. No light, no life. Do we go into the potentially creature-filled room or to the ajar door with the unknown? With the darkness unknown. Oh my god, it's still, my cloud mint sensor is still on. There we go. Hee. Neither? Well, I can't pick neither. I don't have that choice. The ajar door. I don't want the creature. As you draw closer, the stench hits you harder, so foul it turns your stomach. Beyond the gap, there is no light, no sound, no life. And yet, as you near the door, you begin to feel something. A smile from a face you don't know. A name you've never heard yet somehow remember. There's a longing there, vast, unspeakable, older than words and deeper than memory. What that mean? Three circles in the middle? I don't know either. It's not like it hasn't described anything. Earlier, at the start, where in the first pair of doors. It was described as like two circles and then something slashed in the middle, refusing union, I think was the word. I don't remember. The rusted hinges wail as the door creaks open. In the shadows of the chamber beyond, you feel something waiting for you. A cold bead of sweat trails from your nape down your back. The light behind you is weak, yet just strong enough to pierce the smothering dark. But this pale glow shows you only what you were never meant to see. Is it too late to go back? And then, that moment, your foot sinks into something soft, yet threaded with something hard. You do not want to turn your head. Believe me, you do not want to see what rides beneath your step. What was it that I stepped on? Alright. Thinking what could be worse than talking corpses or young woman experimented on, you lower your gaze. Beneath your feet lies a crushed face. With your step, you've ground rotted, liquefied eyes, cartilage, and skull into a pulp with tremendous force. Around your heel, fragments of teeth and jawbone jut out like white pearls. From the eye sockets and ears, you see insects scurrying away. Maybe going back was a good idea. Do we go back now? I don't want any more corpses. Oh my god, oh my god. Do we go back now? Yes? Maybe going back was a good idea. You get back, but there is no door. There's never been a door in the wall behind you. Oh my god. Where's the door I entered this room through? One left ajar with the light seeping through its crack. No, there was never such a door. Okay, I think that's tolerable, I guess. Would be tolerable enough. Why are they all blonde? You've always been here, remember? But the door you seek waits there. Look, lit by crystals set into the wall at the far side of the chamber. Slow, careful. No, wait a second. That's not how it was. I didn't come in from there. I entered through the door behind me. The door that should be behind me. I am narrating the story here. Now be still. To end this, you must continue. Oh my god. We're fighting against the narrator too? Alright, Cloud Mint. Sure, you guys want Cloud Mint? Sure, let's have that. Let's have him there. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to pick that! Alright, I'm not doing this because you say so. I'm doing it to get out of here. Head toward the door. Yes, very good. Let's continue. You carefully make your way through the dead bodies. None of them are in any state to rise and grab you, but you're not about to take that risk. Step by step, you draw closer to the door. With each step, it comes a little nearer. I can't see a thing. Keep moving. Doesn't matter. You don't need to see. There's nothing here that can harm you now. Just a handful of bloated corpses. Simply do as I say. Step a little more to the left. I must reach the door. I must get out of here. Exactly. Keep breathing. There's nothing rubbing against your foot or grabbing you by the ankle. Don't look down. Focus on the door in front of you. You are moving forward step by step. Stay calm. We will get out of here. I must get going. Despite all the horror and fear, you start moving. With each step, the door draws closer. It feels as if the room itself is shrinking, urging you to reach it. Just a little more. The moment you stretch out your hand, you'll open that door. Don't look back. Something is pulling me back. Look behind you. I'll open the door. This is the best for you. Open the door. I'm going to believe you, good sir. Oh, the circles are complete. Hold on, let me hide the sensor. The circles are complete. A desk is covered with books and bottles. She must be quite a skilled alchemist. Among the books is also the journal of the wandering pirate Jurojin. I can't see what she's cooking. What's she cooking, chat? What are we cooking? Various bottles stand on the shelf. On the shelves, most are processed alchemical mixtures. Some are amicid. Some of them I don't recognize. The desk is covered with books and bottles. You open the door. What greets you is neither the whisper of the dead nor darkness. It is a warm room lit by amber tones, filled with a pleasant scent, a familiar scent. Notes of phenolin dance with the resinous breath of leucine. For a moment your nose stings and your eyes well up. You know the smell. Right in front of you. This is how the story goes. I got the achievement. Right in front of you stands an old wooden table. Scattered pages lie around it, along with small alembics and chemical traces. And someone is there. A woman. A very old woman. Her golden hair, streaked with gray, is tied up in a bun at the back of her head. At the hearth built into the wall, she stirs something inside a glass bowl. She doesn't seem to notice you. Do we call out for her? Please be normal, Soup. Do we call out for her? What are you doing here? Oh, I do. Don't jump scare me like that, girl! The woman's face is old, very old. She looks at me with great mercy. There is something familiar in her eyes. Her hand, reaching for a powder at her side, halts in midair. The image of her hunched back slowly gives way to her face. A warm smile spreads across it. Dark circles under her eyes and wrinkles reveal her age. Ah, a guest. Legia. Welcome, young man. My name is Legia. Forgive me, no one's come here in a very long time. Come sit. She gestures to the chair in front of the wooden table. Do we sit down? Sure. She has kind eyes. You must be tired. I'm sure it's been a long journey for you. As you let go of the tension your muscles have held for so long, you feel the ache rising from your calves. In this warm room filled with familiar scents, you realize for the first time just how exhausted you are. You are tired, Elbet. Truly tired. Oh, we're Elbet. Her name is Elbet. But you have no time to rest. Don't forget why you came here. You are searching for a cellar hatch, the way to freedom. Yes, I'm tired. You can rest here, darling, for as long as you like. Are you an alchemist? She lifts her gaze from the papers for a moment. Yes, I used to be. And now you're not? I don't know. After the accident I had, I suppose I still am. An alchemist, I mean. Would you have expected otherwise? That's not something I can decide. But it is, darling, it is. After that accident, guilt never left you alone. You always imagined me at an alchemy bench, not burned, not lost to the ocean. Is this Lilith? No. You were 7 years old. No, 7-year-old. You were 7 years old. No 7-year-old would have regrets, yet you did. If only I had never entered that laboratory. If only I had never touched the mixture in the hearth. If only that violent explosion had never happened. What are you talking about? What I mean, darling, is this. Sometimes you have to lose, and then you have to let go. You cannot carry the weight of the past forever. Oh, it's her. It's his mother. She is his mother. Wait a second. There's no need to worry, darling. None of this was ever your fault. You don't have to keep living with this guilt. What are you suggesting? That I should just let it all go, run away, pretend to be happy as if nothing happened? Unless you're... Shit. I thought you'd have realized by now I am your mother, darling. No. Impossible. My mother died. I never found her because she was gone. So many years ago. What do you mean, narrator? What does that mean? What the hell is this narrator? What do you mean? Other than you, Mori. Yeah, what does this guy know more than I do? What the hell is happening? No. She was gone. I know, darling. I know. You thought I was gone, but I couldn't leave. I see now I wasn't the only one who burned that night. Because nothing has ever managed to tear the guilt from your mind. You believed that if not for that night, you would find me here, in this room. That's why I'm here. Just wanted to spend some time with you here, but I lost you forever. I wanted to be like you. This work was everything to you. I wanted to make you proud. But I lost you forever. You didn't lose me, darling. You did what you had to do. What I wanted you to do. That's why you must let go of your regret. I was proud of you. But that night, if not for that night, you would still be alive. Why are you here, mother? To forgive me? Ah, no, darling. The woman steps a little closer. The scent of beeswax and bergamot fills the air. You feel warm, safe. She gently places her hand against her cheek. I forgave you long ago. I'm here because you needed to forgive me. I'm here because you needed to forgive me. I love you, mother. I love you too, darling. Always, in every way. And you know why I have to stay in this loop? To exist and to remember you. Take me out of this loop, mother. Take me somewhere I can finally shake off this weariness. We need to get out of here! Even though we know she's dead. And we know that we can stay here and stay with her forever, but look, she's aging. She might eventually pass away. We need to get out of here! Mama! Mama! Mother! It pains me to leave you, but you're gone! I need to move on! Take me out of this loop, mother. Take me somewhere I can finally shake off this weariness. What? What do you think you're doing? Do you think with that tiny brain of yours you can break this loop? I'm the one who made you. You're nothing but a fucked up piece of flesh, do you understand? Without me, what meaning could reality possibly hold? Tell me, narrator. What the hell are you talking about? Hello? Mr. Narrator? What do you mean? Also, I'm hearing heartbeats. Question mark. Mother, come with me. The woman leans against the far wall. You think you can get out of here? And steps toward the alchemy cabinet. Without me, you are nothing! When I open this door, I don't know what will be waiting for you on the other side, darling. But I know you'll overcome it. Your mother places a gentle kiss on your cheek, where a tear has just rolled down. Oh my god, oh my god. Hold on, let's wait. Let's wait for a little bit. This narrator gone crazy. This narrator's going crazy. Your mother places a gentle kiss on your cheek, where a tear had just rolled down. No, 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 no. I won't allow this. And you step through the open door of the alchemy cabinet to wake up in a new life, down by the seaside. When I wake, will I be happy? We will figure that out once we leave. What will I find there? No one, but you can never know that, darling. What? This sentence is kinda not making sense to me. No one but you. Oh, no one but you can ever know that, darling, but there will be truths. We step into the alchemy cabinet. When I came to against the wall, the pain in my skull was unbearable. Must have been another foul dream again. Do I remember what dream it was? Mother. She was working at something in the basement, but wasn't she dead? My head. Of course she was, long before, yet Lilith. Lilith again, always her. Who else could it ever be? My love, Lilith. Sit up and look around. Wake up. If you're seeing this, that means I've woken up. Let's stand up and take a breath. We woke up! The water trickles from the ceiling again. Moonlight. Must be midnight or thereabouts. The house is collapsing. 5 years. Dust and decay. I'm hungry. Look around. The dining table and its toppled chairs remain. On the table, dust-caked plates. Water drips again from the loft above. Insects scatter across the floor. Are you searching for food too? Huh? That sound. What was it, Lilith? Go to the kitchen. The kitchen is empty. Cockroaches scatter across the counter. Am I hungry? Not truly. What was desire meant to feel like? There's nothing here. I killed Lilith. Did that voice come from inside? Is this real? What? Is Lilith real? She was always real. The most real of all things, but her love, no. That was madness. Mad. Ha! That day I knew she would speak again of the grand unification. Lilith? Are you in there? Return to the living room. The same board groans again. Beneath the weight of my guilt, the window lies shattered. Was it I who broke them? Perhaps. The doors have fallen. One leg of the dining table buckles, ready to give. In the delirium of her love, I knew I would die. I was afraid. I fled. I knew she would never let me go. What was that sound? Lilith, is it you? I don't want to go to the basement door. Boards creak everywhere, splintering, falling apart. The plaster has fallen from the walls, exposing what's beneath. Yes, this is it. Yes. Here they took her, after I betrayed her. They seized her arms and dragged her away. First they cut out They cut out her tongue so she could conjure no alchemy again. Lilith, is that you? Do we open the door? I don't want to. I don't want to. Turn to the living room. Light still on the table, white porcelain, only dust from the ceiling beams pile on top. Did you call out to me? What was that? Huh. I remember, or imagine, the silk of Lilith's crimson hair beneath my hand. She had called me to the basement. Did that voice come from inside? Oh, we have to. Everything is rotting. I drag my feet forward. Did the sound come from here? Empty, but the basement door. Yes, of course, the place they took Lilith. What did you say? Is that the voice coming from here? I opened the door. It's forcing me to. Darkness. The stairs have long since crumbled. She told me herself this is where they carried her out. They took her. Then they cut off her limbs so she would never walk again. I'm coming, my love. Are you calling to me? Where are you? We have to go down. A blue light. Where could it be coming from? Is this the basement with one room? Damp stones covered in moss. She had drawn a circle here. She had stood at its center. When they took her, they flayed her face so no one would ever recognize her again. My love? Lilith? The blue light shimmers over your wet clothes right. The salty water from the sea drips down from where you were thrown. Your hands are severed. What do you mean? What do you mean? Your hands are severed. Coagulated blood pools black at your feet. The flayed pieces of your face hanging, oozing pus. Your lidless eyes stare at me. Oh, we're seeing Lilith. Kiss her? Wait, no. Wait, that's wild. Can I do a save? Can I do a save? No. Wait. I'm sorry. My voice echoes off the stone. Her arms hang limply at her sides, motionless. There's rage in her eyes. Lilith, my love. She doesn't answer. Not sure she hears me. From the slit in her bare face, shaped like a mouth, black fluid drips out. It spills to the floor. Lilith, is that you calling to me, my love? Where are you? Go upstairs. All your memories will slowly melt away, like tears in the rain. And 2 out of 8! Oh my god. There it is! Whoa! Click to continue. Oh. Oh no. 8 endings. Yeah, there's 8 endings! Oh my gosh. No, bring me back to the... Oh my god. Holy moly. There's the endings. What? Wait, I got ending 2. From from Legia. From our mother to ending 2. Oh my god. we could have cut our playthrough short by going in the iron door and then leaving. Or ending 2. Oh my god. Oh my god. Or 8 endings and then the music has gone missing. We got the furthest ending? No. Hold on. Let's go head into it. The narrative map. The furthest ending is over here. This is actually one of the shortest endings. this is the this is the ending that you get in Act 2. And then you don't get into Act 3. So there's an Act 3. Truth Ritual. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Seeing the thumbnails already, like... Whoa. We have escaped. That was our ending. The escape, I think. Right? Go upstairs. Here was our bedroom once. The sheets lie rotten now. I feared her, Lilith. Mad, yes, mad, mad. She loved me more than she loved herself. The bed is broken, collapsed. Water drips from the ceiling, gathering here. Her love was madness, and I knew it would be the death of me. Terror drove me. I fled. I knew she would never lose her hold. Thus I had but one path. I had to be free of her. I could not do it. No, no, no. There were paintings watching over these stairs, beautiful ones. Lilith and I together. Now nothing remains, nothing at all. Let's try and let's try to kiss her corpse? Question mark. Her arms sway like pendulums, limp at her sides. Still she stands. I step closer. I fasten my lips to hers, cold as the sea, bitter with salt. Her raw flesh trembles, her mouth unfurls, and from its ruin spills black ichor. It streams into me, drowning me. Where are you going, Lilith? Was it you who called me, my love? Where are you? We go upstairs. And we leave. We leave. We leave. That's when we leave. Okay. Alright. Let's I think we can head back into the other sections and figure out how to get through to the third act and see if we can get one of the farther endings in Act 3. It'll be... that looks to be... Keenan's room. I think. Alchemy room. Let me just figure out the white room. Or do I have to get to Leja and not try to leave? Do I have to keep myself in the loop? Do we have to keep herself in the loop? Used to be an alchemist? She returns to the hearth, pouring blue powder she warmed over the naked flame into a vessel. I had an accident long ago and my laboratory burned. We could end the conversation here. Don't ask how the accident happened. But that didn't stop you from working. Yes, it didn't, but I can't say I carried on my own will. What do you mean? After the accident, guilt never left you alone. You always imagined me standing the alchemy bench, unburned, never drowned by the sea. You were 7 years old. Oh, wait. How could you know my mother died in such an explosion? Because that laboratory was mine, darling. I shouted at you that day, didn't I? I'm sorry. You had tampered with my notes. Your hands were covered in powder, dipped into the solution. But that night I forgave you. It wasn't your fault. I was sleepless, and I never imagined you might have added something in the mixture. If not for that night, you would still be alive. You can't know that. The voices in your mind, they keep you here so you won't forget me. Isn't that right? So that you can remember. So that you can exist. So that you can remember something. That's why they hold you inside this loop. But you must get out, darling. No. You want to stay in this loop. It's safe here. You know what will happen. You know what will wait. What waits behind each door. Well, most of the time. Don't get too close to the truth. Because there you'll find nothing but ruin. But you're here to pull me out of this loop, Mother? I should stay here, Mother. There are things I must put an end to. Lilith. There we go. That'll bring us to Act 3. You will never forgive her, darling, just as you will never forgive yourself if you stay in this loop. This is not a path with an exit. This is an eternity. You will do nothing but grieve. And if you leave this loop, you'll go mad. What do you think will happen once you forgive yourself, leading man? Leading man. A garden of white flowers and salty spray from the waves striking your face? No. Out there is only ruin, darkness, and madness. Nothing but loneliness. But here, I am here. A familiar voice to guide you. I love you, Mother. Always, in every way. Then you know why I have to stay in this loop. To exist and to remember you. The right choice. I will always remind you of her and of this room with great peace and warmth. But I can't promise you'll remember her as she truly was. She takes us dangerously close to reality. I can't risk that. At least let me remember this. There is no other way. For you to live, your mother must die. This has always been this way, and it always will be. I understand. Then you must go on, darling. If that's what you choose to do, I will always be here, each and every time. The woman walks toward the wall to your left. She cracks open the door of the alchemy cabinet. A warm breeze stirs your hair. She places a small kiss on your cheek where a tear has rolled down. Mom! Mom! I hope you find what you're searching out there, darling. Go inside. The moment you step into the alchemy cabinet, you fall into an endless void. Warm winds coil around you, and once again you find yourself wondering when you'll finally strike the ground. I'm falling again. Was this how it was meant to be? Sedibus ut saltem placidis in mortem quescam. Again, Latin. I don't understand. There we go, Act 3, the 65th month. You're 2 months off, bro. Now, in your interrupted fall, a metallic taste burns in your throat. Blood and rust mingle with the air you breathe. Beneath your hands, there is a damp warmth, as though something has come alive. Where am I? At the beginning of your salvation, and, of course, at the end of all things. You see it. You climb now. Your nails are clawing at the rotten boards, yet beneath them some things writhe. In the darkness, there is a pale light. A pale light flickers. The light that will grant you freedom, for the story to end and for you to awaken. You need one final crescendo. You think you are moving forward. You think the story has forced this upon you, but do not despair. It was never about choices. Then what? It was about letting go. Nonsense. Even the things I let go of, I choose. You do not understand. You believe you choose. Yet slowly, simply, you let go of the path you tread. You do not look ahead. First, you let go of the road stretching behind you. When you climb, you let go of the descent. For your own life, you let go of Lilith's. And when you have to let go of every other possibility, the only option left is the one you merely believe you choose. So you're saying I have no will? Is that it's all what? Fate? Letting go is also a choice. But it is not something you choose. It is not something you can point to with your finger. It is something only for that finger to become the very thing it points at. Not where reality bends and dissolves into isness. A petty choice? No, it is merely the act of pushing things aside. Letting go happens beyond you, just outside your consciousness. You are saying that my choices are only an illusion? Still speaking of choices, I tell you, you never ever choose. You never ever chose, you always let go, but you need not feel deceived. You let go of Lilith's suffocating possessiveness, and you did so willingly. Yet it was never your choice. At each step you paused, brushing the others aside with the back of your hand. Is that worse than choosing? I do not know. I understand your confusion. You do not live deeply enough to ponder such things. Each act of letting go is so small, so trivial, so meaningless. Yet together they shape your life, revealing who you truly are. Perhaps I should just move on. Yes, perhaps. Despite the boards beneath you, you must move towards that pale light in the darkness. Alright, I'll follow your word, narrator. Even though this isn't Stanley Parable, I'll follow your word. You crawl across the rotting boards that resemble living flesh. The pale light in the darkness grows ever stronger. At last, its edge takes the form of an arched doorway. Great! Another door. This is no mere door. This is a threshold shaped by the weight of memories. As you cross the threshold, the light sears your eyes, and then you find yourself inside the house. Again, the house where you once waited in the rain at the door, where Lilith insisted you eat, where you believed your memories alone kept standing. But this is not that house. This is the remnants of it. Everything is paler, grayer. The cracked walls have partly collapsed, their beams jutting out like bones from a broken limb. The windows quiver like taut skin. Why is our mom and Keenan and Clara here? What's happening? No way, no way. No way. And right before you, upon the table bathed in silvery moonlight, lies a body. Around it, in the chairs, sit three figures. Three familiar people. A young woman, a corpse cut below the waist, and an old woman. You. Ah, right on time. Come on then, golden boy, come. We've kept the finest part for you. You, how did you get here? Aren't you supposed to be downstairs? What are you doing here? Who's that on the table? We thought you'd recognize. Look, won't you look? I think I know who lies upon the table. Who? Red hair? Lilith. Bullseye, golden boy, spot on. Knowing you would come, we saved the finest part for you. Her heart. What have you done to her, mother? What did we do? Oh. Oh no, golden boy, we did nothing. She was here when we came. We were only hungry and thought we might eat. A piece for each of us, if you see what I mean. I don't understand. Is this that one scene in mouth-washing? No. I don't want to. This never-ending search in the depths of meaning and memory. Hasn't it always been what pulled you along? The answer you seek waits upon the plates before them. Get closer. Look at the young woman's plate. Stitch marks on her face are even more pronounced now. She tries not to crack, to pour out what is inside, just like Lilith. Your eyes drift to the young woman's plate. Upon it lies a thin, bloodied strip of skin, folded, carefully placed. Whoa. Oh, feet? For free? Seems you never seen me. She pushes the strip of skin towards you. But this is your fate, right? I suppose it was me who wanted to see you like this. Don't take the skin. You look down at the bundle in her palms. A familiar warmth rises, brushing against your face. You feel another pair of lips resting upon your own, but you do not reach out. I needed to be seen. No, just looked at, but seen. Not just looked at, but seen. Noticed, I mean. To be seen. Recognized? I never carried my own face. You? Suppose neither did I. Lilith used to design me. For you, I mean. But you'll take it off now. I didn't know it then, but you'll take off the mask and what's beneath them, and what's beneath that, and beneath that. As you meet her gaze again, you notice another strip of skin hanging near her hairline, as the one face rests upon another. Who are you beneath the face she stitched for you? I wouldn't know. Reach toward the young woman's face. You step closer. As your hand moves toward the loose seams running from her chin to her hair, the young woman flinches, just for a moment. Yet her eyes never leave yours. Her expression remains fixed, as if carved into place. Will you like what you find? Doesn't matter anymore. The young woman leans back, her voice trembling with anger and curiosity, though her face does not change. It matters to me. Right now it does. Tell me, will you love what you find? I'll just see you. That's all I want. The young woman straightens in her seat. Her lips remain pressed together, yet tears slip through the cracks. So you'll think this is about you. Just a painting to look at, maybe. Just a face full of scratches. I've been looked at enough. I've changed enough. I don't want it anymore. Let me help you. This isn't you. No, I don't want you to do that. Maybe in another loop, when we meet again, it'll be different. Then you'll help me. What's happening? You run your fingers along the edge of the stitches, finding a tiny gap to slip your nail into. It doesn't hurt, yet the first time you feel it, the thing covering your face is real. There's a face upon your face. You need to take it off. Now you're beginning to see, I guess. You pull at the edge. As you do, a sickening sound rises, like flesh and bone screaming together. Then you realize the screams come from your own throat. Ah! Tear off your face! As you pull the skin away, your sight clears. The pressure around your throat eases. You cry, from pain or relief you can't tell. You cry, from pain or relief you can't tell. For the first time, you breathe freely. At last, you hold two faces in your hands. One yours, one Lilith's. Their empty eye sockets and mouth gape hang open in the air. You look better this way. I like it. Yes, I feel better. You should that way. Glance around the table, eyes watching you seem unaware of what just happened. Step back. Look at the man's plate. Hello, Keenan. We meet again. Terrifying. There. And in your face that you detached, you feel the faint stir of the breeze. Yes, you feel it, as though the weight of your sins have eased, as if such a thing were ever possible. A droplet of blood slides down your chin as your gaze falls to the plate before the man. Amidst the clotted gore rests a tongue, no longer where it belongs. We had another part in mind for you, but it seems Lilith left nothing unsaid, unlike you. Would you? He jerks his chin toward the tongue on his plate. No, I won't take my former lover's tongue. Do not worry, golden boy. Take it. Before entering the final scene, you'll need a little voice. In the moonlight, the torn-out tongue gleams strangely. The corpse cut off at the waist wears a grin poised to twist into terror at any moment. I don't want anything pulled out from Lilith's body. The ritual is halted, unfinished. Something once cracked now splinters deep within. Lilith's body gives a faint convulsion. Black fluid seeps from the corner of her mouth. Perhaps she still had words left unsaid. Oh well, maybe next time someone else will speak in her place. Lilith had already spoken all she needed. Did she? Let's think about it. Did she reveal what was your creation? What? Lilith really bore a creation of yours in her womb. You're saying she was with child? You're saying she was with child? Was she really carrying her child? Your gaze shifts to the woman lying on the table. Her corpse lies bathed in moonlight, yet as if you think something is moving in her belly. There's nothing more to tell. Sigh. The man's head slumps onto his left shoulder. In his eyes you see disappointment, and yet a deep pride as well. The rotten boards creak as if braced. From the broken ceiling, a few drops of rain fall onto your face. Was that all? Each fragment takes its time to settle into place. What you fled from now stands directly before you. Dissolved, fractured, torn apart, and ruined. Was it always meant to be this way? Will it always remain so? You're the cause of this. You! I saw Lilith transformed into something different, a creature perhaps. Or perhaps she had always been so. No, it's the narrator. I'm blaming the narrator. Me? I am no one. I am no one. Whoa. What? Wait. No, I'm pushed forward. Go back. Oh man, alright. What did I say? Oh well. Moonlight spills through the fractured roof. An abysmal silence fills the room. You no longer believe those gathered around the table even breathe. Lilith's body lies there, still as stone. No, not quite. The boards, the glass, the scattered things around you strain, awaiting. All the questions, all the hatred, it was all to bring me here, wasn't it? I could see you like this. I hope in the end you can forgive me for everything. Approach Lilith. Yes. You move toward Lilith's body lying on the table. Her dark, hollow mouth waits slightly open. The moonlight shining on her skinned face reveals eyes frozen in terror. Lilith can't hear you, my child. But she doesn't need to anymore. Still, you want her forgiveness, don't you? I betrayed her. Just as I left you, I killed her. You're absolutely right. You knew exactly what would happen when they took Lilith that night. Did I? Of course you did. No, I didn't. Tell me. They killed her. The punishment for unauthorized alchemy is death. A violent death. Livber's lawless harbors would never let such power live in its heart. You knew that. You told the guards that night. You betrayed Lilith. They caught her. They caught her here, in this house. Then they cut off her limbs so she could never practice again. They cut out her tongue, and finally, to make sure she would never be recognized, they took her face. They sank her into Livber's dark waters. Her chest weighed down. Oh. Her chest weighted down. Oh, she was with child. If that's true, who is this before me? What remains of her in your mind? The part I made you remember, though you never saw Lilith again after she was taken and thrown into the sea. But with a little imagination, it wasn't hard for me to shape what she might have become. Truths don't turn into forgiveness within the cocoon of time. For your actions to find meaning isn't that simple, my child. But at least you tried. Never told about the past. I never completed the parts of her, did I? Perhaps Lilith needs to be completed. What does that mean? I'm so curious. I'll turn to Lilith. She or you? At this point, is there any difference between you? The memory of her that lingers in your mind will at last come to an end. The wood creaks one last time, then silence. It stretches. The floor beneath your feet stirs faintly, like a living membrane. The torn black threads of the curtains shiver by the window. Silence. It stretches. Then a breath. You see Lilith's chest rise upon the table. Her eyes turn to you. Her body tenses, as if she's being born again. Yet there is nothing miraculous in it. Lilith? The hand you extend feels as though it touches a warm memory stuck in the past. Her fingertips twitch. The flesh beneath her nails blackens with some viscous liquid. Oh, I've had my cloud mint up this whole time. There we are. Her shoulders tremble. Then she sits up. The clothes clinging to her are wet with blood. Welcome, my love. For a moment, I feared you wouldn't come. I remember you saying that the first time I came here. The first time. You've no idea how many times you've read the letter that you wrote yourself, my love. What do you mean? The letter that brought you here, to me. This isn't the first, nor will it be the last. But don't worry. We are almost complete. You see Lilith's chest rise and fall. Her jaw moves as though she's still speaking. Yet what comes out is only moist breath and a trace of black phlegm. The words emerge instead from the throat of the words emerge instead from the throat of the body of the man cut off. The body of the man cut off from the waist. Slumped in his chair at an unnatural angle, his half-open mouth shapes Lilith's voice. Oh, she's talking through Keenan? All this was your revenge on me for killing you for that night 5 years ago. It must end. We must be completed. This loop must reach its end. Are we going to blame the dead woman? Are we going to blame the dead woman? I don't know. Yes? I don't know if this is a point of no return thing. I'm confused on the plot now. Yeah, me too. I think this is about a man's guilt for having his lover killed. And it's taking form of this whole shebang with his lover basically haunting him. And if we are going to blame the dead woman, this must end. This must end. We must be completed. This loop must reach its end. They were the halves within you, my love, all of them. The loves you could not see, the words you could never speak. You've been trying to piece them together, but now it's my turn. Either you complete me with your body or confess the whole truth and bring this loop to an end. What truth do you want me to confess? Everything. Why you killed me, why you were afraid, why you were so utterly pathetic. Everything. Ah, yes. This is now the revelation. I think the basement in Act 3 was basically us, parts of us. We were facing parts of us, parts of Elbeck and his guilt. Livber's seas churn. The waves crash against the cliffs, scattering into the night. A garden of white flowers burns among crimson fire. Bare feet crush the withered blossoms. I was afraid to love you, because I didn't want to lose you like I lost everyone else. It wasn't always like this. At the beginning, I truly loved you, until you fell into madness, trapped inside your obsession. Let's stop blaming her for a second, because I think we have an unreliable main character. And what I want you to say is that you're sorry. I was afraid to love you because I didn't want to lose you like I lost everyone else. And look where that fear had led us. You feared to love even while you were looking for me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at what it's done to me. I have no face anymore. She screams, yet the sound doesn't come from her. It erupts from the throat of the man staring at the ceiling. Her voice trembles like that of an outer Gaian creature just learning to speak. Alright, it's Keenan's voice. Black sludge drips from her neck as she convulses, but her face, her flayed, skinless face, it twists in a grotesque rhythm. The flesh and bone beneath contort hideously. From beneath her left eye, a thick yellow fluid seeps down her cheeks. I never wanted this for you. All of this you brought upon yourself. I never wanted this for you. What did you want? My death? Too late for that, my love. I remember something. Sometimes, in the mornings, when I had to leave the bed and go outside, leaving you alone, I felt a vast emptiness in my heart that grew with every step, until I came back to you. Now I wonder, will I feel it again after our reunion? This creation you keep speaking of, the one in your letter, the cause of all this, never existed, Lilith. The creation. You mean a child, don't you? Tell me the truth, Lilith. You think Lilith smiles, until you realize how this is possible. She already braces herself against the edge of the table. Dark veins run from her shoulder to her thigh, like dried muscle strands. She grips her damp crimson dress, tears her skirt apart and parts her legs. What? What? What are you doing? Oh my god. Is she going to like rocket blast a baby out of her or something? Oh my god. I can't do this again. What is happening? Terrifying. The moonlight spills over Lilith, who sits at the table with her legs apart. Her lidless eyes do not leave you, her half-lit face in pure horror. Then between her thighs something flickers into view and vanishes. A smoke, grey, black. It seeps out from between her, thick and viscous like sludge. The wind ceases, something crawls into the world, Lilith's rage for you taking form. No, it is! Something's crawling out of her! No. No. Her love, that's what she called it. You heard her too. It's love. It's love. A love beyond the borders of the material realm. A love so magnificent. The smoke coils upward, a newborn storm, a whirlwind. It surrounds you, fills the room. A metallic taste coats your tongue. Your breath shortens. Lilith's love begins to fill you. Yes. Your vision darkens. You feel it, don't you? And in the end, a voice. Tell me, my love. Once we speak of this, there will be no turning back. So tell me, do you wish to remember your past or to see the truth? What do we want? What do we want from this? The truth? I want to see the truth. Huh? What did I get? The Rashomon cut. Oh, she has risen! No! She has risen! Oh my god. A smoke coils around you. A realization spreads through the layers of your mind. The story has brought you here. I have brought you here. Through the fine cracks in the smoke you see, the roof caved in, plaster fallen from the walls, windows long shattered. Rain drips from the hole above and strikes your face. From somewhere unseen you hear Lilith's voice. You were alone here, my love. For 65 months you've been alone. Since they took me, your conscience has never let you leave. You always knew the truth. For 65 months? It's 5 years, right? No, not really. No, wait. 5 times 12. 5 times 12, everybody. That's 5 times 12. That's 60. That's 60. You've been alone since they took me. It was to finish what you started, the ritual of black alchemy. Ha ha ha! Now you see. Yes, my love. You remember the pieces, don't you? The name, the blood, the word. Well, I must see the truth now. The name first. I must know who I am. The truth isn't hidden behind your ritual, Lilith. You have to understand me. Did we do the ritual? I don't know. Sure. Elbeck. It was the first Weeks of your 65 months of solitude, only days after they took me. They asked you for a name. You gave mine first, then you signed your own on the witness paper. You claimed to have seen me perform unauthorized alchemy. The guards told you that you could see me one last time. One last time before I died. I told them there was no need. I don't remember. Lie. Speak the truth. The smoke thickens, heavy and suffocating. From the other side, you hear Lilith's voice. Yes, you were afraid, weren't you? You were not virtuous enough to see me one last time, to say that you really loved me. Now speak your name. Confess it. My name is Elbec, and I killed you, because I avoided my virtue and I was afraid. You know my name, Lilith. You know what I did and why I did it. Let's just do what she wants. You see the smoke take shape before you, coalescing into a silhouette. The ritual is progressing. From beneath the mist, something slides across the floor toward your feet. Metal scraping softly. You recognize it. Lilith's dinner knife. Grand unification to unite us, my love. There we all will be together. Now seal your name with your conscience. Spill your blood to the end. Do I want to do this ritual? If shedding it will free me of my conscience's torment, then let my blood run. I don't think I can do this. Let's do the ritual. Sure. Let's do the ritual. Let your blood gather at your knees like the sea itself. Just like the edge of the cliff you could never let yourself fall from. 2 years later, your steps had carried you back to that cliff's edge. Your guilt's heavier than ever before. There wasn't a single night you didn't see me in your dreams. But you couldn't find the courage to let yourself fall with the rain. Killing yourself would have taken more courage than killing another. Your knees sank into the mud. A heart mired in a bog. Blood drips from your fingertips. Your fingers grow numb. The warm, slick fluid from your blood wrists. From both your wrists. Both? Pools on the floor, your legs weaken, you sink to your knees. Do not do this, by the way. This is horror. Do not do this in real life. Do not harm yourself. You sink to your knees, then the knife slips from your hand and clatters to the ground. Through the mist, Lilith approaches. Her face, her body, she seems to have left all that horror behind, just as you first saw her. Lilith. The house creaks and groans around you, crazed. Kneeling, you struggle to steady your breath, a rasp rising from your chest. Sweat soaks your back and the wind makes your skin shiver. Lilith smiles. It's a gentle, merciful smile. There's a piece of paper in her hand. As she leans down to pick up the knife, she places the paper in your palm. And in the end, your madness took hold of you. So we're the one that got mad, went crazy. By the end of those 65 months, you had convinced yourself I couldn't be dead. You clung to that fragile hope because it was all you had left. Poor Elbec. Everything lost, rotted, and faded within that house. You redrew it all on those yellow papers. To remember, to keep your memories alive. Because what else did you have left but memories? You kept drawing again and again all those memories whose originals had long been lost. And then you wrote a letter, from my mouth to yourself. You summoned yourself back here, even though you had never truly left, but your mind needed to believe it. Oh, we are crazy. Oh, Elbec is crazy. You didn't send the letter? If I had written from beyond death, these would not be my words. You wrote it yourself. It's true. You needed to believe it, to step through the door. Just as the blood from your wrist seeping into the letter, the thing that ended everything, the thing that began it all. Don't worry, there's nothing to fear. This is not an ending. This is never an ending. This is not death. It'll begin again, anew. What? Give me the letter you sent to yourself. I'll tuck it into your pocket. Perhaps where we're going, you'll need this blood-stained thing. When you cut your wrist that deep, you can't move your fingers anymore. I suppose I'll have to complete the last step of the ritual for you. The smoke rises thick and heavy, like the fluid that once spilled from Lilith's throat. It wraps around you. You stand within the storm. Your memories whirl through your mind, shattering against the fragments of your awareness. Each breaks apart, merging and separating, until nothing remains but the black smoke. In the midst of nowhere, you stand alone, and at last your body dissolves. Oh, do we give in? Do we let go? What's happening? Now there is no need to fear, my dear, my love, my life. Here everything belongs to everything else. Welcome among us at last. We have no bodies now, no names, only us remain. Us! This is the only place where we can exist together. You, me, and our creation. Did we just die? Did we just die? Our creation? Yes. I was carrying our child when I died. You know this. The child is here as well, with us. Have you forgiven me? No, my love. You did not do all this to be forgiven. What we have done comes with us. It will be a part of us. I will accept you with it. I will take you into me with it. How? Our souls, these formless souls cast beyond the cosmic dark, will soon mingle. We will become one. We will become something greater than ourselves. You, me, and our child. You will remain as an ache twisting within me, trapped in a new loop. Wait, what? Till the grand unification, we became one to the never all. In the end, we all converge upon a single point in the story, without even remembering who we were. Oh my god, we got combined. We got mixtape ending 3! And exactly 5 p.m. I guess that's it. Oh my god, there's still like... We got through 2 endings. And then... There's still 6 left? God damn. Golly gee. Golly gee. This is great, actually. This is really great. The world building for this, as well as the writing as well, was really immersive. And it was a little confusing at first. I didn't understand, or well, I didn't catch on to what was really happening. And that was, I think, the intention. We went through what is essentially the mind of a man who fell into madness for 65 months. Navigating through his guilt and grief. And now, that last ending, we made him kill himself. My god. Let's see, narrative map. Which ending did we get? Ending 3 is the name. Where is ending 3? That is ending 3. I think that is... Oh, I think that's the best ending. Maybe. That was the best ending we could possibly get. To have died. I guess. I'm curious about the other endings. Let's see. I don't think I have the time to go through the rest of it on this stream, but maybe in the future we will read through the other endings as well. In a future stream, in another stream. I did enjoy reading through it. And the art was very horrifyingly magnificent. I loved specifically the... What's it called? the character illustrations, character art. It was this art style is the kind of art that I really enjoy in horror games. Like very um dark and I guess eerie in a sense. It's unsettling. And it really fits perfectly to the entire vibe of the story. So I like that. It does. I think this game is best played repeatedly, so you can really understand the story. It'll take you a couple rereads to truly get a good grasp of what is happening, because in the first pass, on your first pass through this, you don't really know what's happening, and until you like reach the final acts that you actually piece together everything about it and like the history with Lilith and what he did. Let's try the attic. Let's head to the attic. That's still like ending 2. What? Do that. Can we head to the attic? Cannot wait here in the dark amidst dust and nothingness. There is only madness, for you must choose. I don't know what lurks in the basement. I should go back up, return to the house, go upstairs. You think returning to the house where you felt Lilith's dread might be wise. You begin climbing upward. The narration fractures. Perhaps you should turn back. No, I must go up. The stairs grow steeper. Turn back. In the dark there is nothing but your breath. Your breath quickening, the tortured cries of the boards. Nothing. Never, all and beyond. You cannot tell how much time has passed. Keep climbing. The climb becomes a ritual of the unknown. From the graves, dead are rising. You reach with your hand, dragging your body upward. Sometimes you rest, gathering breath. In the pale light of the moon, faces fade, tongues wither. Finally, you see a light above you. Silvery light seeps through the cracks between the boards. Get closer. In the ceiling, a white ship sails in the night, and in the froth of the sea blooms a white flowered garden. You see a hatch. Damp soil stings your nostrils. From the grave dead arise. Open the hatch. As you wrench the hatch open, wet earth cascades upon you. Let the hatches open, and let the soil drown you. Choke, choke, choke. Dirt floods your mouth as you fight for breath. Let the falling earth consume you. Drown and let dead be born again. What is happening? Where the wild talleth grow. You found the attic. You force your head above the surface. Your mouth is packed with earth, like one risen from the grave or a newborn child. You gulp a breath, then cough it back up. Where... This place is not dark. Sunlight filters through the gaps of the attic beams. Light drifts across the dust motes, holding them frozen in a strange stillness. The ground is covered in soil, the same soil you just crawled from. Am I in the attic? Yes. So it seems. Across the wall stands a window, filthy, drowned in dust. From the slant of the roof hang empty springs. The floor lies blanketed in damp earth, and upon it white talleth blossoms bloom. I knew Lilith loved talleth flowers, but with great effort you drag your body free, waist rising from the earth. When you've caught your breath and glance about, you see the flowers crushed beneath your palms. Their white petals turn gray. On the walls, empty frames stand. No wind, no sound. Reach for the flower. As you lean to the flower, you see its white petals wither swiftly. They feel like the parchment skin of the aged, gray and frail. They feel like the parchment skin of the aged, gray and frail, yet at the root where it clings to earth, something lies beneath. Do we dig? When you dig around the root, your hand strikes something white and hard. What is it? What you suspected. Keep digging, you'll find it. As you claw at the soil, you uncover a withered skull, the flower bursting from its mouth. Around it gleam strands of golden hair, untouched by decay. All around the flowers shrivel, shedding their leaves. Whispers rise around you. Check the soil. To your left, you scrape at the roots of a blossom turned black, its petals yellowed with pus. The flower has sprouted from the open mouth of a corpse, its skin clinging tight to bone. Golden hair veils its eyes. Worms writhe, frantic through the clean air. Who are they? Each one is you, my love. Each one was you. From you I fashioned new beauty. Where are you, Lilith? I am everywhere, in every leaf that rots and falls to your touch. As the petals fall, the whispers form words. Still on your knees, you jolt at a tremor rising from the depths. Something boils upward beneath the earth, grinding against the walls. Look at the flowers. Black petals scatter and swirl, forming the silhouette of a body, a small body, and then a memory, a garden of white blossoms by the sea. Lilith's voice again, whispering a truth. The boards beneath you split, the gape widens, and far below a blue light gleams. Keep watching the body form of petals. The petals gather, a body of charred talleth leaves. It smokes like ash drifting closer. The house convulses one last time, but the stones and dust cannot pull your eyes away. The body closes in, envelops you. Your breath falters, darkness pricks your vision. From far away, a child's voice reaches you. Father? Oh my god, are we going to be the deadbeat dad? Our creation. And then ending 2. I think I recall the soil from the attic above. Lilith again, always her. Yep, this is ending 2. Alright. That's it for me. We will, if you guys like, we'll go through the other endings next time. If you guys are into wanting to know the other endings as well, please let me know. This was a really wonderful read, and thank you again to InEv Games for reaching out to me and providing a key. That was very generous of them to be able to play this game. This is the full game, and you can check this out for yourself if you want to play it. It is currently on discount right now for the Choose Wisely Festival. On the pinned comment up on the chat box, you will see a link to the stream, to the Steam page of this game, and as well as what's it called? If you can't find the pinned comment, there is also a link to it in the description of this YouTube stream VOD that you can go to. Play the game, up to you. Sure. This was graciously provided to us by the developers, so I will play through it to its completion and maybe try to unlock all the achievements as well. But yeah, it was a fun little ride to to meet our 5 years dead ex again and somehow um get mixed into a ritual and then die. But yeah, those are our endings. Next time, let's try out the other endings. Let's try to get them. I didn't sleep this time. Ayo, ayo. I think this was like the wordiest game so far, as far as I've played. But still, I love the writing, and it was. I think this is a English localization. There, it was written in another language. I think because there is like credits where it's like translation, and I think the English translation it held up well. I think the writing was beautiful. Actually, it was it helped that my imagination. The writing helped me fill out my imagination and actually understand what was going on in the scene, even though there wasn't much visuals to it. And that's something I will always commend in any form of writing, creative writing, novels. The ability of an author to make me visualize their story and how they want to frame it. Your Fujo mind help with this? And your normie mind cannot grasp the complexities of this writing. Your normie mind must read more. They also have other games that you can check out when you go into their Steam page. But yeah, that's it for me. That's it for me. That's Livber. Tomorrow is Friday. We will be doing 2 streams, one in the afternoon and one at night. The first stream tomorrow will be Case of the Serialized Killer, a whodunit detective murder mystery game where we will figure out who killed an author. If I recall correctly, yes. That game. They also provided us. I don't remember exactly, but tomorrow I will tell you guys. I need to check again. But yeah, that's in the afternoon. Case of the Serialized Killer. Next at night is Spill the Beans, a reverse detective game where you are the one committing the crime and you have to frame someone else for the crime that you did. Spill the Beans is a little more lighthearted. I wanted to end my whole my whole schedule with something a little bit more fun. So yeah, woohoo crimes. Yeah, that's for tomorrow. And if anyone in watching right now who is new or our VOD gang, if you have missed the previous streams, I have done other streams for Choose Wisely Festival. The first was Lover's Enigma. The second was Okami Okami. The third was Imperial Grace. And then this one, you can check out everything, all of the VODs in my channel on the live stream tab. So catch up on that if you want to check out any of the games there. The whole week went by so fast, though. It was too quick. You think so? I mean, yeah, it's been pretty... a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. While I was preparing all these streams as well. But yeah, that was Livber, and I should go now. It is 5:17 p.m. Hold on, let me close it. Let me close things. Okay. It was fun today as well. Yes, it was very fun. I didn't think I would be doing any horror for this festival, but here I am with something really fun. As one would recall, I do love some psychological horror. And this was the indeed a psychological horror. All right. I will be heading out now. Bye guys. See you tomorrow.